Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to crochet this really cute shawl. It's really easy to make and it can be worn in a lot of different ways. But this is for me the way I find it most flattering. But I also find this really cute when it's off shoulders, like really just worn like this. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to crochet this, but first I'm gonna tell you the materials I used to make this project. So for this project I'm going to be using the Loops and Threads Facets yarn. It's 100% acrylic and it's a weight 4 yarn. To make this project you can really use whatever yarn you prefer. You can really pick whichever fiber you prefer and whichever yarn weight you prefer also. I'm going to use a 5mm hook, but you should use the recommended hook size of the yarn that you're gonna use. I'm also going to use a darning needle to weave in the ends and also a pair of scissors. So that's pretty much all you're going to need, so we can get started with the tutorial. To start, we're going to make a magic circle. To do that, I grab my yarn and I roll it 2 times on my fingers. 3 times, sorry, just like this. Then I'm going to take my hook and pass it underneath these two and grab the yarn over here. So grab it, and then I'm just going to slightly turn my fingers and take them off. And then to finish this magic circle, we're going to chain 3. So yarn over your hook and pull through. That's 1 chain. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 3. So this chain 3 actually counts as 1 double crochet. We're now going to make 2 more double crochets in the magic circle to make a double crochet cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook in the magic ring. Yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. We're gonna go ahead and make another one. Yarn over, insert your hook in the magic ring. Yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. What we're gonna do now is chain 1. And once you're done with that, we're gonna make another double crochet cluster. So we're gonna make 3 double crochets in the magic ring. So here I yarned over, I'm gonna insert my hook in the magic ring, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Just like this. Now pull a little bit of yarn like this and we're gonna go ahead and close our magic ring. So as you can see, there's 2 little loops like this. We're gonna pull on the one that's behind over here and we're gonna pull on it. As you can see, it closes the other loop. So we're gonna pull like this on it. And to close this off completely, we're gonna pull on this tail we have from the beginning. So pull on this one. And now your project is 100% secure and nothing is going to move from here. We can take back our hook and put it in the loop. And now we're going to chain 3. Yarn over, pull through. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna turn our work. Since the chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet, we're gonna make 2 more double crochets in the first stitch of the row. So you're going to skip your 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and insert your hook in the first stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook in there, and make a double crochet. So that's 1, and make another double crochet in the same hole, in the same first stitch. Alright, now that we're done doing our first cluster, we're gonna go ahead and make another cluster at the tip here. So we're gonna make 3 double crochets at the top of the triangle here where the chain 1 space is. So yarn over, insert your hook in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1. 2 double crochets in there, and 3 double crochets in there. The next step is going to be to chain 1 and make another cluster in the same chain 1 space. So we're gonna yarn over, insert our hook back again in the same hole, and make another cluster of 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So here we're done working on the top And now we have one last cluster to make. So we're actually supposed to crochet at the top of the third chain from the chain 3 we did at the beginning, but I find it a little bit annoying to insert my hook in the chain space because I feel like it just takes too much time. So because I'm lazy, I'm just going to make another cluster in the hole right over here. So we're gonna make another cluster of 3 right in here. So 1, 2, and 3 in the same hole. And now we're done with row 2. To start row 3, we're going to chain 3 again. So every time we start a new row, we chain 3 and turn our work. And every time we start a new row, we also have to make a cluster of 3 in the first stitch. So we're once again going to skip 3 chains. So skip 1, 2, 3, and insert our hook in the first stitch. And make our cluster of 3. So that's 1. Insert your hook back again in the same stitch. 2. Every time we start a new row, you're gonna see that you're gonna have more and more holes like this. So like this one, and like this. And in each and every one of them, we have to make a cluster of 3. So yarn over, go to the next hole and make a cluster of 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're done with this cluster. We're gonna go over to the top of the triangle and we're going to repeat what we did before, which was a cluster of 3, chain 1, and another cluster of 3. So every time you reach a tip, so the top of the triangle, you're going to make a cluster of 3, chain 1, a cluster of 3. So we're gonna yarn over, insert our hook in the top of the triangle, and make a cluster of 3. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to chain 1 and make another cluster of 3 in the same hole. 1, 2, and 3. So now we're done with the top. We're going to continue going down and we're gonna go and find the other space. So here it is, and we're gonna make another cluster of 3 in there. 1, 2, 3. Now our last cluster is gonna go once again in the little hole over here at the end. 1, 2, and 3. So now we're done with row 3. So let me show you guys once again. To start row 4, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn your work, make a cluster of 3 in the first stitch of the row. 1, 2. Then go to the next hole right over here and make another cluster. 1, 2, 3. Now go to the other hole and make another cluster. 1, 2, 3. Now we've reached the top of the triangle. We're gonna make one cluster, chain 1, and one other cluster. So 1, 2, 3. I'm done with my cluster. I'm gonna chain 1 and make another cluster in the same hole. 1, 2, and 3. So I guess by now you get the hang of it. Now you would have to go to the next hole here and make another cluster in the other hole here, and another cluster finally in that corner. Alright, so you'll have to continue crocheting over and over again the same steps until you get a big triangle. So the longest part here at the top, from the left to my right hand, is about 50 inches for me, but that measurement can really be different for everybody because everybody's body is different. So basically, when you feel like it's big enough, I suggest you try it on yourself and see if you like the way it looks. So you just basically put the longest part like this and then you tie it up. I basically just do 2 knots like this and like this, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So continue crocheting until you get a comfortable length for you and until it looks the way you want it to look. So when you're done making all of your rows, the last step is just going to be to chain 1, pull the yarn, and then pull on it to tighten the knot, and then weave in your ends, and then you're gonna be all done with your work. Alright, so once all of your ends are weaved in, you're officially done making your shawl. So I really hope you enjoyed crocheting this project. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more crochet tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.